to talk about how we can move forward in 2017. I think that we know what the problems are now. We know that this world is run by psychopathic sorcerers who have cast their spell, and that the masses are deeply under their spell. We know what the problems are now. There's enough information out there to know what is going on and what the problems are. So now we need to start thinking of the solutions. And we need to start putting information out there that is solution orientated, not so much problem orientated. Of course it's good to have awareness of the problems and to bring them up when we need to, and to bring them up in conjunction and with the solutions, to remind us in that way. But putting constant information like stuff out there, like the New World Order, and I know this conspiracy happened and that conspiracy happened, or this assassination happened to this person. That stuff kind of needs to, in a sense, die down a bit now. Because these Dark Ones, these leaders of the left-hand path, the sorcerers, whatever you want to call them, do not give a shit if you love them or hate them, as long as you're giving your energy to them. Because they feed off that energy like a vampire. And they just absorb it and they love it. What they are very, very, very terrified of, though, is if we start organising ourselves and we start pushing out content out there of solution-based ideas and content. When we are their opposition, when we become organised, when we start to communicate with each other, when we get focused on what we're doing instead of what they're doing, that's when they start getting fucking scared. They are not scared of us just focusing on them and when it's all about them, and what's the point, because then it just becomes all about them. And I've seen this a lot over the past years I've been on this path. Or people have been on a similar path to me, and for us who are taking part in evolving our soul, that's what I usually see. I see just people becoming almost obsessed with our enemy, instead of just being aware. So for this upcoming year, 2017, and for the years that are going to follow that, we need to start being solution orientated. We need to start really putting out content out there that teaches how people to use and to take it into their own hands. If that makes sense. I mean, I'm trying to figure out more words to describe it, but it's because we're at a point now where I think, I do seriously think that the tower of the Dark Ones is falling. Just like on the tarot card, the tower, or the Tower of Sauron in Lord of the Rings, their tower is starting to collapse. This is the tipping point of when, because they can't, because it's just, but remember, they will ultimately lead themselves into their own fucking destruction. There's only two ways, this planet is going to go down. One will be the path of destruction, and the other will be the path of healing. Now, the path of destruction will just take us to a gradual, slow, decaying death of this planet. But it doesn't have to be like that. Because the path of healing will take it back to how it once was. Before the first destruction which happened to this planet. And these Dark Ones, these Dark Luciferians, have been trying to project that destruction and continue it forward because they think that the mistake they fucked up on doing is not a mistake, and they're completely in their ego about this, and they want to drive that forward. While we want it to go back to the way it was in the beginning, onto a path of healing. But it will also be gradual for us as well. We also have to remember that this is not a time to start infighting on our side. We can have disagreements with each other, but we cannot start infighting and these petty, stupid arguments what just lead to drama that doesn't get anything done. We don't need that anymore. We need to really start coming together. Now, I don't mean this in a pure collectivist sense, like, let's just pick a leader and we all become followers, because that's not the way it works here. We've got to work on this individually. Because the way I see it is no one else can know you apart from yourself. No one else can 100% know you apart from yourself. But we have to start communicating with each other. We have to start supporting each other. And not let petty disagreements drive us apart. We will. I think we will start to see the healing. Start to see the healing coming back soon. Because I do know that our enemies are falling. Their time is now going. And our time is here. Thank you for listening.